Hey guys, it's Generalkidd here. How's everyone doing today? So, for today's video, we're going to be going pretty far back and taking a look at what the Rocket Warthog in Halo 1 originally looked like at an early point in its development. Basically, a beta version of the Rocket Warthog. So as you all probably know by now, the Rocket Warthog is a new Warthog variant that was first introduced in Halo PC. And by Halo PC, I don't mean the recent MCC PC version of Halo 1. I mean the version of Halo PC that came out a couple years after Halo 1 came out for the original Xbox. But it added a new Warthog with new appearances and new features, but it didn't always look like that. Before we get into that, I want to first announce an awesome giveaway from my sponsor Instagaming, where you can win any game of your choice. You can find a link for this giveaway in the description below. So if you want to win the game of your choice, any game at all really, then all you have to do is click on the link below and enter the game you would like to win. You can also click some of the additional blue buttons for more chances to win as well. But that's it. That's all you have to do, and after doing all that, you're entered in the contest to win the game of your choice. But make sure to act fast, because this giveaway is for this month only. Alright, so we are now here on a beta version of Halo 1 for PC. This was from some early point in development before the final game came out on PC. And as you saw in the main menu there, it didn't look good. But aside from like the barely usable main menu, there was something interesting on the maps, and quite a few maps you can actually find this. But on Blood Gulch, you can find this single Warthog here on a map, which it's different than other Warthogs we all know about. It is a Rocket Warthog, but it's aesthetically it's quite different than the one we're used to. Well, for starters, as you can tell, this Rocket Warthog is essentially like a halfway point between the original standard Warthog and the final Rocket Warthog. It has the same yellow seats on it and a yellow stripe down the middle, but the rest of the Warthog is still the same green color that the standard Warthog has. So it's kind of like I said, it's the halfway point. However, the rocket turret on the back, its reticle is also just the reticle for the Magnum. It does have the reload part of the reticle, which is when you use it up, those 4 dots flash, but it doesn't tell you to reload or anything, and there's really nothing else. It's just a Magnum reticle with the 4 dots at the bottom. But the rocket turret is actually functional still. However, you might have noticed as I got on the rocket turret, but the rocket turret itself is also different in the final version. Aside from the color of it and the basic appearance, the rocket turret does not have a little radar or motion tracker on it that the final version does. So this is again, like I said, this is a beta version of the Rocket Warthog, so it's still like an early in development version. And I guess at this point in development, they've only had a few of the aesthetics nailed down. And as for the rocket turret itself, it's kind of like a Frankenstein version of, I guess, the Spanker rocket launchers and the machine gun or the chain gun turret on the regular Warthog. But yeah, so basically from this to the final version, they finished the appearance of it, changed the Warthog to black instead of green, and then added, touched up on the rocket turret and added the motion tracker on it. However, this Warthog actually did appear in a very early and obscure promotional wallpaper or picture. So this is what the promotional wallpaper was. And you can see in this picture, it actually featured the original Rocket Warthog, the beta version of it. But I guess at some point in development, they decided to make it all black. Maybe to avoid confusion with the regular Warthog. I don't know if it was always planned for the Warthog to be black and yellow, but at some point they did change it to black and yellow for the final game. But I don't know, the original version looks pretty cool too, with the green and yellow stripes. But like I said, it was probably just to avoid confusion with the regular chain gun Warthog, since they wanted to be distinguishable between the two. But yeah, so aside from that, there's really no other physical or performance differences between the beta version of the Rocket Warthog and the final version of the Rocket Warthog, and well, I guess even the MCC version of the Rocket Warthog. But aside from the visual appearances like the radar on the rocket turret and obviously the black paint on it. But yeah, so there you guys have it. That's what the Rocket Warthog was originally supposed to look like back in the beta version. It was somewhat, it was pretty different back then. Different color scheme and a few different physical appearances on the turret as well as the HUD. But yeah, so hopefully you guys did find this to be interesting, and if you did enjoy this video, then as always, make sure to leave a like, leave your thoughts in the comments, anything else you want me to look into or check out, or if you want me to explore more of the original betas and stuff, feel free to let me know. But other than that, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you all next time. Bye guys!